Hello, hi, welcome to my video lectures. This is Professor Razu Rolakanti, Department of ECE, St. Peter's Engineering College, and UGC Autonomous College, Hyderabad. As you know, I am giving lectures in electromagnetic field theory. I am now in Unit 3, Time Varying Fields, Maxwell's equations under time varying field. Under the heading of the third unit, I am giving a topic, Faraday's law and transformer EMF. Today's topic is Faraday's law and transformer EMF. Unit 3, Maxwell's equations, time varying fields. In that I am giving like this. We have studied so far the basic concepts in electrostatic and magnetostatic fields. In first two units, we studied first one as electrostatics, unit 1, unit 2 as magnetostatics. In unit 1 and unit 2, or so far, we studied an electrostatic fields and magnetostatic fields. These fields can be considered as time invariant or static fields. In static electromagnetic fields, electric and magnetic fields are independent of each other. This is the point you have to understand. In static electromagnetic fields, electric and magnetic fields are independent of each other. Now, we shall concentrate on the time varying fields, also known as dynamic fields. In dynamic electromagnetic fields, the electric and magnetic fields are interdependent. I repeat, in static electromagnetic fields, electric and magnetic fields are independent of each other. But in dynamic electromagnetic fields, also known as time varying fields, the electric and magnetic fields are interdependent. In general, static electric fields are produced by stationary electric charges, as we know, we studied. The static magnetic fields are produced due to the motion of the electric charges with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means DC current or the magnetic charges. The time varying fields are produced due to the time varying currents. Cut short. Time varying fields are produced by time varying currents. The magnetic fields are produced due to DC currents. Now I am going to explain Faraday's law, Lenz's law, if possible, in this one. You see here, electrostatic fields are denoted by E of x, y, z, and these are usually produced by static electric charges. Magnetostatic fields denoted by H of x, y, z, space coordinates, and these are due to motion of electric charges with uniform velocity or static magnetic charges. In time varying fields, waves are usually due to the accelerated charges or time varying currents. But here E is not only the space coordinates with time also. That means E of x, y, z, comma t. H of x, y, z, comma t. That means E of space coordinates plus time. Here we are having 4 coordinates x, y, z, t in time varying fields. Therefore, time varying fields, E is represented as x, y, z, t, and H is represented as x, y, z, t. Normally the people thinks about waves. What are waves? Don't get confused. Time varying fields are waves. Waves are usually due to the accelerated charges or time varying currents. You see here, stationary charges produces electrostatic fields. Steady currents produces magnetostatic fields. Time varying currents use electromagnetic fields. These electromagnetic fields are also known as waves. I am going to give you some waveforms here. The various types of time varying currents. In figure A, sinusoidal, B, rectangular, C, triangular representations. These are the various types of time varying current signals. Now let us come to our topic, Faraday's law. A static magnetic field produces no current flow. That is, you have to understand. A static magnetic field in static, without movement, produces no current flow. But a time varying field or time varying magnetic field produces an induced voltage in a closed circuit. This is the root cause of the flow of a current. This induced voltage has a specific name here, electromotive force, EMF. This EMF gives flow of current. Whenever there is a difference of EMF or established, current flows in a closed circuit because the circuit is closed. EMF is there, current flows. Therefore, time varying field produces EMF. This EMF produces current flow. In the year 1820, Professor Hans Christian Ørsted demonstrated that a compass needle deflected due to an electric current. After 10 years, Michael Faraday, a British scientist, proved that a magnetic field could produce a current. According to Faraday's experiment, a static magnetic field cannot produce any current flow, but with a time varying field, an electromotive force EMF induces, which may drive a current in a closed path or circuit. This EMF is nothing but a voltage that induces from changing magnetic fields or motion of the conductors in a magnetic field. Faraday discovered that the induced EMF is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux linking with the closed circuit. Therefore, we can say that Faraday discovered that the induced EMF in any closed circuit is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux linked by the circuit. This is called Faraday's law. Therefore, the statement can be represented like this. VEMF, that means EMF produced is a voltage, it is a scalar quantity. V is a scalar quantity. V, voltage, that is EMF, electromotive force, EMF. VEMF is equal to minus d lambda by dt or minus n d psi by dt. Lambda is n psi by n psi. What is capital N here is number of turns of the circuit. Psi is the flux through the each turn. Let us assume n is equal to 1. The Faraday's law can be stated as V EF is equal to minus d phi by dt. In the equation, minus sign we have to discuss. What the minus sign indicates? The minus sign indicates that the direction of the induced EMF is such that to produce a current which will produce a magnetic field which will oppose the original magnetic field. In 1834, Henrik Frederick Emil Lenz postulated the law. According to Lenz's law, the induced EMF acts to produce an opposing flux. Therefore, let us consider Faraday's law. The induced EMF is a scalar quantity that is measured in volts. Therefore, V is equal to closed integral E bar dot dl. We know this is the relation between V and E. The induced EMF indicates a voltage about a closed path such that if any part of the path is changed, the EMF will also change. The magnetic flux passing through a specified area is given by, here I am taking some angle that is making certain area, B is making certain angle here, therefore psi is equal to integral, surface integral B bar dot ds. If the psi is equal to this, I want to substitute there minus d psi by dt. In this, I am substituting psi integral B dot ds. The equation becomes V EMF is equal to closed integral line integral E dot dl is equal to minus d by dt integral B dot ds. You see here where B is the magnetic flux density. Suppose if you want to take this d by dt inside that one, that is becoming minus surface integral dB bar by dt dot ds bar. The closed circuit in which EMF is induced is stationary and the magnetic flux sinusoidally varying with time. We have to consider three cases here. The variation of flux with time may be caused in three ways. One is by having a stationary loop in a time varying magnetic field, or second case is by varying time varying loop area in a static field. హలో కుమార్ చెప్పు కుమార్.